All right, folks, this is Zerk, and this isn't directed towards everybody. This is mostly directed towards the people who are complaining about the Nintendo Direct Mini. This isn't it, man. There are so many things to complain about when it comes to gaming. So many things to complain about when it comes to Nintendo, their online service, and all these other things that you could complain about. Then not showing you the games that you want to see on a Nintendo Direct isn't one of them, dude. Everything doesn't have to be for you. Every game doesn't have to be made for you. This Nintendo Direct was fine. And this is coming from someone who's probably only going to play like one, maybe two of the games that were shown there. And I was even depressed by some of this stuff. Like, I'm literally going blind. I'm struggling to play games where, like Monster Hunter Rise, where it's nothing but boss fights where you have to be turned on the whole time and barely blinking. It really messes with my double vision, and unless I can get that eye operation, I won't be able to play that game. So like, that game makes me sad seeing it every time I see it, and even I was still happy, at least for the people who will get to play that game. That's the way you guys need to start looking at things. Like that train game, what was it called? Railgrade. When I looked at that and I saw that, I was like, wow, there's a lot of train simulator lovers out there, and when they see that, they're gonna be hyped. It wasn't for me. I don't really have interest in playing a train manager simulator or whatever they're called, but I do know that there are people who love that genre, and so hey, those people now can play that game. That's awesome. That Pac-Man World game, I've never played the Pac-Man World games, but I know people who love them. It doesn't look interesting to me. Maybe, you know, it's a 3D platformer, so I am kind of interested in those, so maybe one day I'll play it. Probably not. But you know what? People were really hyped for that, because that's a game that people have wanted to be able to play. The Pac-Man World specifically, I'm going to look it up right now. I'm pretty sure it's almost impossible to get your hands on. Okay, Pac-Man World's not that expensive. You could end up getting a complete copy for like $20-$30 or something on PlayStation 1. But you also have to get a PlayStation 1 if you don't happen to have a PlayStation 1, which I think most older gamers who like those kind of games do have a PlayStation 1. But still, now you get to play a prettier version of Pac-Man World. There were people who loved that game, and now they get to play that game again. Like, there was something for everyone. Portal 1 and 2 get brought to the Nintendo Switch. Like, how is that not something that's hype? I'm not going to be playing Portal 1 and 2 on the Switch, but I am so happy that other people who've never experienced that game get to experience GLaDOS's sass and things like that. GLaDOS is one of the best villains in any video game ever made, period. And there isn't a single top 100 video games list out there that doesn't have Portal 1 and 2 on it. So there's going to be people who never had the chance to experience those games who are going to get to experience those. And the Persona people who've been wanting to play Persona on the Nintendo Switch for so long, there you go. They got Persona 4, 5, and 3 at the same time. And coincidentally, Persona 3 might be one of the ones I play. I don't know. Because I might play the other, not the portable version, but the other version of it. Persona 3 has like multiple versions, so we'll see. And the Mario Rabbids might be a game I play too. I don't know. I never finished the first Mario Rabbids, so But I know there's a lot of people who love that Mario Rabbids, and so I'm really happy for them. That's what you people need to be better at. And I'm not, when I say you people, I mean specifically the people who are complaining about this Direct and saying it was terrible. Was there at least one thing that you were vaguely interested in? There you go. For the vast majority of people watching, there was at least one thing that was for them. Everything wasn't for everyone, but it did have something for everyone. The Minecraft Legends looked interesting. I know you might not be a Minecraft player, but you saw it. The gameplay looked interesting. I know you have to admit that. It looked all kind of Diablo-ish, sorta, but there was like command things, and it also wasn't running at like 30 frames a second, which is rare on the Nintendo Switch. That looked interesting. I don't know, but I haven't played Minecraft in years. The Sonic Frontiers game, definitely not for me. That game doesn't look interesting at all for me, but there's some people who might be interested in that. Good for them. There were 2 farm simulator games, and I do like farm simulators personally, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna end up playing them. The Square one, Harvestella, that maybe with the thick thigh girl, maybe. I don't know. We'll see on that. I still haven't. There's a lot of those types of games I still haven't played. Like, I've never played a Animal Crossing game, so So there was also the return to Monkey Island. I've never played Monkey Island, but I'm sure a lot of people were excited because Monkey Island is a very popular title. It looked pretty bad, though, to me personally, the Monkey Island thing. But hey, I'd never played the original, so who am I to judge? And like I said, everything doesn't have to be for me. There are some things here that I am interested in. Like Monster Hunter Rise, that would have been a thing for me if I wasn't going blind. That really genuinely does make me sad. The Dragon Quest treasures. There's a lot of people who love Dragon Quest. Nier Automata. The Nier Automata port. There's people who only have the Nintendo Switch, and I'll have a chance to play Nier Automata. That game isn't for me because I played it once and I beat it once and I stopped right there because I'm not the type of player who likes to beat a game 20 times to get the full story. I don't enjoy that even slightly. So I beat it once and my chat was like, keep playing it. And I was like, nope, I'm done. Let's see. So that's yet another game I'm not interested in, but hey, I'm sure there's plenty of people who are. There's something for everyone, just about. But hey, there'll be more games. It's okay. Just because this Nintendo Direct didn't have the very specific game that you wanted doesn't mean that game suddenly doesn't exist. Like me personally, I'd rather hear about a new railroad sim management game than hear about Bayonetta 3 or Breath of the Wild 2. And I know that might sound like sacrilege to some people, but I already know Bayonetta 3 is coming. I already know Breath of the Wild 2 is coming. I don't care about more news about those games. You know what I want? I just want those games. I'll be happy to get more news from it, but I won't be anywhere near as happy as someone else getting news for a game that they didn't even know was coming out. All right, well, I guess that's it. There's been a lot of lame to Nintendo Directs in the past. This one was not it. This one was perfectly fine. And I think the majority of people out there agree with me because I'm looking at the like-dislike ratio, 83K to 4K. This is not one of those bad ones like Nintendo has released. This one was perfectly fine with a nice collection of games with some pretty cool announcements that are a little niche, so they might not be for you, but they are something some people have been looking forward to or are hoping for or surprised by. If you're one of these people who are complaining about this Direct, just be happy for other people. Anyways, that's it for today. This is Xeric, and I'm out.